So I woke up this morning and I checked my phone and I open Instagram. I'm scrolling down my phone and I just see Draymond Green and this crazy clip.
I don't know what the suspension, I can guarantee you there's going to be a suspension. And I believe it's going to be a very, very hefty one.
You know, after the first incident with Rudy Gobert, I mean, we didn't get back to the Domantas Sabonis stomp on his chest. But after Rudy Gobert, he said the consensus amongst all of us is that I'm going to be me no matter what.
Honestly, I don't know what's going on with Draymond Green. Me personally, I feel like he's a great person. I've been watching Stephen A. Smith. I've been watching all these commentators and these sports commentators going on and on about how he's such a great player. But honestly, I feel like he's a great player outside of the game, so I feel like he should stay outside of the game. When he's inside of the game, he gets suspended and he gets text. That's just what he does. Honestly, I feel like he intended to hit him. I mean, I can understand how you would, throw your body around and, all that, but you had your hands up near his face. I mean, you're a grown man. You know where you're at. You know what you're doing. So I can't really give him the benefit of the doubt to that. What I do know is the Warriors lost that game 119-116 to the Phoenix Suns. And like I said, Green was just ejected again. The Golden State Warriors are 10-13 this season. And I can tell you for sure that Green is definitely facing another league suspension. I mean, like I said, I've watched all the ESPN, NBA sports, YouTube videos about it. I've watched it all throughout the whole day. It's been going on. It's been buzzing on my phone all day. It's even been less than a month since he's been suspended 5 games by putting Rudy Gobert into a headlock. Honestly, I feel like he's 33 years old and this definitely jeopardizes his game. I feel like the league should at least suspend him for at least 15 games. They gave John Morant 25. I know that's fully different, but at the same time, I mean, this is the 3rd time. Like, the league can't just keep letting this happen. But I guess Draymond Green said he was pulling my hip and I was swinging away to sell the call. I don't really see that in the video. It felt like, and it looked like he swung the other way. He knew where his head was. I don't know, but I can probably say this looked like it was on purpose. He apologized. He said, I'm not one to apologize for things I didn't mean to do, but I apologize because I didn't mean to hit him. This is his 18th ejection amongst active players in the league, so he got the most ejections in the league, and he got the 2nd most ejections in NBA history, as Stephen A. said. But even Steve Kerr said, we need him, we need Draymond. He knows that. We've talked to him, and they definitely need to find a way to keep him in the game and keep him playing, because if they don't, they're going to keep losing these games. They need every single person to play to win their games.
Again, this Warriors team started 6-2. They're 4-11 since. And now I'm realizing tonight was a microcosm of that struggle. Draymond, ejection. Klay Thompson, 7 points on 2 of 10 shooting. This was carried. The Warriors were only in this game because of that bench. How do you figure out the Draymond piece, but also the Klay Thompson piece?
And if they don't have the whole team, they're going to lose, and that's it. Stephen Curry can't carry them all game. It's just not going to happen. I feel like it just came out of nowhere. I feel like they were battling, they were scuffing for position, and he just swung on them. Like, you can definitely see the people behind him, like, what the f***? Like, what's going on with him? Like they got to get him out the game. But it was definitely a flagrant foul, too. And even Nurkic said he doesn't know what's going on with him. He feel like he needs help. He said, I'm glad he didn't try to choke him. But Nurkic then fell to the floor, but he got right back up and he played. And even the Suns coach said it's just like a reckless, dangerous play. I'm sensitive to our guys getting hit on plays like that.
What's going on with him? I don't know. Personally, I feel like that brother needed help. I'm glad he not tried to choke me, but I'm just out there trying to play basketball, they're swinging.
I feel like at this point, nobody can really stick up for Draymond Green. This is the 3rd time in under a month. I'll give it 4 weeks. I'll give it a week and a half. No, I'll give it 4 weeks and a half. The whole Warriors team just keeps going downhill. I don't know when they're going to change. I think they got to change the lineup. They got to change the minutes. They got to make some sort of adjustments for him to learn his lesson. Even Thompson had a bad game. He only scored 7 points of 2 of 10 shooting in 27 minutes. That's Klay Thompson doing that. That's not good at all. He's not proud of himself. He even said, of course it frustrates me that they lost the game and that Draymond's out the game. And he also quoted that he's extremely competitive and he's one of the most competitive players to ever put the jersey on in the NBA. Back to Draymond Green, though, I feel like he's a great NBA player in general. I think he's a Hall of Famer. I think he's definitely a future Hall of Famer, but he just has to get his act together. There's no passes for this at the end of the day. I got no passes for him no more. That's raps. Like, go ahead, bro. Like, at the end of the day, go ahead. Like, it's Draymond Green. You're 33 years old. You're doing this. Your team's playing horrible. Everyone, he needs you, and you're still doing this nut shit. Like, what's going on? Draymond Green's averaging 9.7 points per game, 5.5 rebounds per game, and 5.8 assists per game. He can definitely play better. Obviously, he's a defensive player, but at the end of the day, he needs to step up his game. He needs to do something different, or else he should be out the league and playing with China. What Adam Silver needs to do, they need to come together with a solution. They need to give him at least 15 games plus. I can guarantee they're giving him at least 10 plus. If that's not happening, he's never going to learn. He's going to keep getting these ejections, these suspensions. I feel like it's just going to ruin the flow and ruin the whole history of the Warriors if they keep letting this happen. And Steve Kerr, the head coach, will definitely be in some mess, and that's just what it is. And that's all I got to say about this guy. I feel like the next time we hear about him, most likely he's going to be sitting on the bench for more than 10 plus, 15 plus games, and we'll just see what happens from there. I pray and hope that the Warriors get better. I pray that Steph Curry keeps carrying him. I pray that Klay Thompson keeps getting better and keeps trying to at least doing better. He's doing horrible right now. The only player who's doing good is Stephen Curry. But Draymond Green definitely needs to clean up his act. He needs to do something different because they keep losing. They're 10-13. They're negative. This is the Warriors we're talking about. Not the Chicago Bulls, not the Grizzlies. This is the Warriors.